Happening today, the Cleveland kidnapper will be sentenced officially to life in prison. After 4 months of volunteers passing out flyers and posting signs like this one here, Annie Meyer's body has finally been found. An engineering firm is proposing a $3.5 billion project to ease traffic on I-70. After coming out of a contaminated building, National Guard members come into this tent for decontamination. Also, leaving valuables in your car like a laptop, cell phone, or a purse can make you a popular target. The post office wants to cash in on delivering alcohol to end its financial problems. And over here's the car that was almost completely submerged in water. Inside the car, a family was trapped. Kids 1st through 8th grade are here today and tomorrow at camp to learn from the best and have some fun in the sun. Carrying mace and learning basic self-defense can help keep you safe on campus. Here at this growing memorial of American flags, flowers, and teddy bears, community members are still grieving their losses. We're here at Sports Authority Field this morning with our Broncos gear, which can only mean one thing: football season is nearly here. Officials are using a flight simulator located in the building behind me to see what those pilots saw just moments before the crash. Some good news for CU students: a new survey has named Boulder as the most livable college town. Animal shelters throughout Colorado have been reaching record numbers this summer, leaving them strapped for cash. Luckily, here in Adams County, they've extended their summer hours so that you can stop by when it's convenient. It's an annual tradition for parents that can break your budget: buying school supplies. And normally it takes a lot of your time and money, but a Colorado company says they can save you both. Channel 2's Dan DeRue shows how you can cut costs and time. Thanks for staying with us. I'm Emily Frederick. CU student Aubrey Sacco vanished in Nepal 3 years ago. A hit-and-run suspect has been caught in Denver after leaving the scene of a crash last night. A person in the van was taken to the hospital with serious injuries. Police found Gooden nearby at a restaurant. You may have seen a video: a bear in a Colorado bar, a tree, and even stealing a dumpster. But a new study by Colorado Parks and Wildlife shows while we're still seeing more bears on camera, the numbers are still the same. Channel 2's John Bowman explains. Wildlife experts say bears can remember locations where they found food for as many as 3 years, which is why it's important to always lock up your treats. It's an annual tradition for parents that can break your budget: buying school supplies. And normally it takes a lot of your time and money, but a Colorado company says they can save you both. Channel 2's Dan DeRue shows us how you can cut costs and time for back-to-school shopping. Good morning, and thank you for choosing Good Day Colorado. I'm Emily Frederick, and here's a look at your top stories this Monday, July 29th. Happening today, just hours from now, Denver City Council members will vote on how much recreational marijuana should be taxed. Right now, the mayor is proposing a 5% sales tax. Around the country, fast food workers will take a stand today. They're planning to walk off the job to protest wages they say are too low to live on. Today marks 30 years since the shooting death of a CU journalism student, and the suspect is still on the run. Sid Wells was 22 years old when he was found dead inside his condo in 1983. This weekend, thousands will run, bike, and swim for a cure for breast cancer. And next, one woman's emotional story of surviving breast cancer and why she says early detection is critical. And in sports, lessons from a legend: which former Bronco was dishing out advice to the rookies today at Dove Valley. And Monday, join Colorado's own Channel 2 with 4 hours of local news in the morning. Here's a look at what's coming up on Daybreak. Weld County leaders will meet today to discuss the idea of forming a 51st state. This will be the second of 4 meetings for the public to comment and ask questions about possibly seceding from Colorado. Commissioners started talking about seceding after the legislature passed several Democratic laws this year, including new gun control measures. Around the country, fast food workers will also take a stand today. They're planning to walk off the job to protest wages they say are too low to live on. The protesters will involve workers from McDonald's, Burger King, Wendy's, and KFC. They want the minimum wage to go up from $7.25 an hour to $15 an hour. 2 new cases of West Nile in northern Colorado has communities taking action. The newly infected people live in Loveland and Fort Collins, Lafayette and Boulder County, and Longmont are stepping up their mosquito spraying to prevent the spread of the virus. Happening today, the Cleveland kidnapper will be sentenced officially to life in prison, and we could see at least one of the victims confront him for the very first time since his arrest. There have been some media reports in Cleveland that Amanda Berry, Gina DeJesus, or Michelle Knight may appear in person to speak at the sentencing. The woman could also speak on video or through a representative. Ariel Castro pleaded guilty last week to more than 900 charges involving kidnapping, rape, and murder for causing one of the women to miscarry. As part of a plea deal to avoid the death penalty, he is expected to receive life in prison plus 1,000 years without parole. Good morning, and thank you for choosing Good Day Colorado. I'm Emily Frederick, and here's a look at your top stories on this Thursday, August 1st. The hit-and-run driver who plowed into a bus stop on Colfax will be in court today. Police aren't releasing Mark Skipper's mugshot because he needs to appear in a lineup for witnesses. 3 people were hurt, but they are all expected to recover. Gay marriages are now legal in 2 more states, Rhode Island and Minnesota. This is new video from the first ceremonies in Duluth, Minnesota overnight. Minnesota and Rhode Island are the 12th and 13th states to legalize gay marriage. It was a scary close call, happened Tuesday night at Reagan National Airport in Washington, D.C., but we're just now learning the details and learning about the panic and confusion between the air traffic control tower and the pilots who are trying to figure out where to go. The incident is reopening the discussion over the air traffic control system in our country. There have been several close calls nationwide, including at busy airports in New York, Boston, and even here at DIA. Between 2007 and 2010, air traffic controller errors jumped to 81%. But after this latest incident, the Transportation Secretary says his agency will take a backseat to no one when it comes to safety. Emily Frederick, Fox 31 Denver. Skyfox video shows a large volume of water rushing downhill and surrounding homes, proving that the effects of the Waldo Canyon fire are far from over. Resident Tina Weber recalls her experience from inside her home.
Huge 8 to 10 foot wall of boulders and logs coming down that canyon, and it sounded like a freight train.
From above, the water's sheer power is impressive, but standing with residents in front of their damaged properties brings the devastation closer to home. We're looking at the aftermath of a flash flood here in Manitou Springs, where the water moved down this roadway with such force that it actually snapped the beams of this carport and pushed the vehicle inside the home. If you thought that damage was bad, take a look at the house next door, where the mud is splattered all the way up to the second-story window. Residents have been visiting this morning and are surveying the aftermath.
Knocked over the stove and refrigerator. The water just swept right to the house.
While the damage for some was great, the majority of Manitou Springs was spared thanks to months of preparation for thunderstorms just like this one.
We're very thankful that no lives were lost or there were any injuries reported either to citizens or to first responders. I think that's a testament to a lot of the preparation we've been doing.
For weeks, the town has been delivering sandbags and other barriers to keep the water out. But no matter how much the town prepares, residents are still bracing themselves for the next storm to come. For Broncos fans, today marks one of the most highly anticipated seasons in years. With Tebow fever still fresh in everyone's mind, the real talk of the town is the suspense of Peyton Manning sporting Broncos orange and blue. Die-hard fans started lining up well before the crack of dawn to ensure front row seats to Manning's debut at Dove Valley.
We've got a lot to look forward to this year and just wanted to make sure we got in.
A record number of more than 3,300 fans got inside hoping to witness evidence of a promising season.
I'm really happy that Peyton Manning's here, and I'm thinking New Orleans, Super Bowl this year.
No matter where fans were on the sidelines, they all got a look at number 18. But with all this quarterback hype, talk of number 15 came too.
I always have a soft spot in my heart for Tim Tebow, but he's not a Denver Bronco anymore, he's a Jet. Peyton Manning's a Denver Bronco, and he's elite.
Tebow brought a lot of excitement last year, but we're ready for the next step, get a couple more playoff wins, they'll put us in the Super Bowl.
But not all of Bronco Nation is convinced, at least not quite yet.
He's great, he's awesome, but I just don't want to jump on the bandwagon too soon.
Okay. We definitely love Manning, but we really like Tebow as well.
Love Peyton Manning or not, Broncos fans are loving that football season is back. Reporting live from Dove Valley, Emily Frederick, Fox 31, Denver. Crews have been sweeping, raking, and shoveling loads of hot asphalt all morning to repair a water main break that took place here at Sheridan Boulevard yesterday. A broken pipe has left a gaping hole on Sheridan Boulevard that is causing a lot of commotion.
My sister called and said, "Chaos on Sheridan, chaos on Sheridan."
And chaos it was. You can see the broken pipe inside the hole that left 20 homes without water and many residents feeling frustrated.
I can't wash my hair, I don't can go to the bathroom, I don't can cooking, I don't can wash my dishwasher, anything.
It has also affected 30 businesses inside this commercial building where Allison Barrett is the office manager.
The water jumped the curb and came up about 6 or 7 feet.
While crews have repaired and disinfected the water main, they are asking those nearby to not consume the water.
Obviously, not having no coffee is the main thing.
The inconveniences continue as the morning commute downtown will still be delayed until cleanup is completed. Crews and Denver Water are hoping things will be back to normal by later this afternoon.